Hey, thanks for coming. And today we're going to change out an alternator in an '07 Jeep JK. Hey, it's Chris from Roundabout Terrain. Welcome to the channel. Glad you're here, man. Glad you showed up. Thanks for coming back. It's good to have you. Subscribe. And if you don't, I'm going to find you. Anyways, hey, thanks for coming. Today we're going to change an alternator out. This is the old one. We're going to put in a new one. I'm getting ahead of myself. So this is a 2007 Jeep Wrangler. It's got the 3.8 liter motor. Just so you know, I think after 2011 they changed to the newer Pentastar motor. I don't know. I think it's right in that range. But alternator failed, battery failed, the whole bit. So we're going to go through this and just bear with me. Now, before we start, we're going to have to get this serpentine belt off so we can get that darn alternator out of there. There's the alternator, the old one. Serpentine belt. What I would do for the routing of this thing, before I always take this off, I always take a picture of it, because I can't really remember sometimes, and you're in a hurry, you want to get this thing done. Well, not in a hurry, you take your time. You want to be able to know where the belt goes when you put it back on, obviously. Now, to get this belt off, and I'm sorry guys, this is a really crappy angle. Camera lady couldn't make it in today. Usually she parachutes in, flies over, jumps out of the plane. Well, today the chute didn't open. So I'm on my own here. I'm gonna have to hire a new camera lady. Anyways, so that's what we got. I use this breaker bar right here. It's I'll put a 1/4 inch ratchet tip on it. And there's a couple holes. I don't know if you guys can see them. Like I said, I can't. It's hard to do this. There's one here and one here. Okay, this is your belt tensioner right here. Okay, that's what's going to loosen up this whole belt so you can get the damn thing off the alternator. So we got to free the alternator, and we just free it here and we'll leave all the belts on. But I hope you can see this. There's 2 holes right here. This is the hole I like right here. Or you can use this one, either one. So pop that mom in there. Like I said, it's typical ratchet. And I know it's probably in the way. Okay, so you see that? It's in there. See how it goes forward? We're going to go forward. It's going to loosen the belts. We'll just slip that one off there, and we'll get the alternator out, okay? Okay, hopefully a better angle. Let's get going here, man. So what we want to do, like I said, is get that belt off. We'll do that. It's hot today. It's supposed to be like 104 degrees. Last summer it was hot too. We're in Northern California, up near the Sierra foothills, kind of on the way to Tahoe up there. Not too much elevation. It's still hot up here. And I guess last summer, Death Valley, which is south of us in Southern California, got up to 130 degrees. That's some hot shit right there. Could you imagine? Hey man, let's move to Death Valley. I don't think so. And even the Southwest is hot right now, man. It's just baking down there. Those guys get good air conditioning though, right? Anyway, so here we go. There's our belt. Tensioner pulley. We're going to go towards the driver's side. Okay, now that should be loose enough. Hope you guys can see this, man. It's loose enough to get this belt right off the alternator. Okay, so we're going to go forward there. See how easy that was? I kind of leave the belt where it is, so I don't have to rewrap the damn thing all around the, you know, the crank and all the other pulleys. So that's it. Just let it off. And alternator's free to take off. Well, let's get that out of there. Lickety split. I like this other one that's continuing with the trip to Hawaii that I took. I like this other one. The stewardess comes on. She goes, "In case of a water landing, your seat cushion can be used as a flotation device." And I'm thinking to myself, my seat cushion can be used as a flotation device. That's nice. After we crash into the ocean at 600 miles an hour, if I'm alive, I can float around in the Pacific Ocean holding onto a seat cushion that smells like beer farts. All right, man, let's get this alternator out. Hope you guys could see the belts that run down there. I know, like I said, I don't even have my tripod today. I usually set up a tripod pretty hard or high so you can kind of look in here and see what's going on. Plus the lighting isn't real bad. I don't have the option. I kind of broke down and had to push her back in here. Anyway, so we'll start with the alternator stuff. With the electrical wiring, this right here. It's your cap. This comes off around here. I guess this is an '07. Oops, well, so much for that. The plastic broke. That's what happens, you know, over the years. I mean, you know, how many years? 2021, this is a 2007. It's got some years on it. But anyways, that cap pulls off. You just squeeze it here, and this wraps around. conveniently. Anyways, there you go. Let's just get that off for now. Now there's another clip right here in typical Jeep fashion. You can see that little red tab that comes out. Now, a lot of times you got to be really careful with these. You can get a screwdriver behind it, kind of just pry it out slowly, but if it doesn't move, this will crack. This housing will crack. So what you want to do, and I do this, I mean, it works for me. I just squirt some WD-40 in here, not a lot. Squirt it in here and kind of just so it can kind of just get in there and work around the dryness of the plastic. And that way, when you pull this straight out, and a lot of Jeep connections are like that, right? Straight out, bam. Well, hopefully that's it. Far enough. Let's get it out there. We said a little WD-40 will help. That's about as far as she goes, I think. So we'll get that plug off of there. Yep. There's your plug. Put that aside, kids. All right, you'll need that later. Trust me. So we got that. Those are off. This is a 13 millimeter bolt. Yes, it is. Now, it helps when you put the frickin' socket on it. Anyways, just so you know, if you're going to be touching this thing, make sure your battery's disconnected, okay? If you touch this and touch this up against anything that's metal, it's going to be a shocking experience. It's not good for you. And, could get third-degree burns, trip to the hospital, surgery, years of recuperation. Anyways, let's get that off of there. Give it a good smack. All right, done. Well, that's one. That's your alternator feed wire. It goes to the battery. Very important. Just take that off. And what I'll do too is I'll clean these connections. So hold on, don't lose that. And clean these connections right here. With some contact cleaner, some really just light, like an emery cloth or really fine sandpaper. I like to clean that up, man. At least put the bolt back on because I always lose shit. Anyways, we'll get that out of the way. Zip tie right here. And we'll cut that off. I don't have anything with me. Give me a minute. A revision of the previous video clip. Let me strap on Mr. Microphone so you guys can hear me. All right, anyways, so what I did, I mean, you don't have to, don't cut this, man. I just used a pair of needle nose, got underneath and carefully got this out. This is one of those typical Chrysler Jeep Christmas tree insertion plastic thingies. Sometimes you have to just work them out slowly. I kind of mangled that one. We'll see if she goes back in later. But anyway, you don't have to do that. And actually, you could just take this bracket off right here and not even mess with that. This bracket, that's what we're going to take off next. And you get this bracket off. It's a top mount, and it's lucky number 13. Lucky number 13. Here we go, kids. We'll get that off of there. Out of my way, you little... Okay, here we go. 13s. 13. Kind of a bad angle here. Really bad angle. Hold on. There we go. Had to put a little freaking torque on that mama. Anyways, top bracket coming off. Loosen those mamas up. Should be finger tight except for that one. And for God's sakes, don't ever use that hole. This is the right hole. It's always good to have the right hole, isn't it? Hold on. Let me get my nuts. Oh my God. Nothing. We're just getting started with that stuff. Here, hold on a second. There's one of them. This guy. A little, geez, my hands are shaking. I should have had more coffee this morning, or crack or something. Some kind of stimulant. Anyways. You're gonna be a little bitch, aren't you? That's what I like about you. Like my ex-wife. She was yeah, never mind. Okay. So, there we go. And if this video is boring for you, please leave a comment. Shit. All right, man. Hold on to those, please. Don't lose those. Okay, one there, one there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm prone to losing stuff. I'm gonna put that mama right back on there. Or, well, you can do this too. Just transfer it to the new alternator. But, so there you go, 1313. There's no 13th floor for a reason. In the casinos even. So that's the bad luck floor, you know? Kind of like my first marriage. Anyways, let's set that aside. Let's get those lower bolts out. I'm in position. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna use it. This is a 16. Okay, so 13 tops, 16 bottoms. So this is what we're gonna do. Let's strap on a 16. Yeah, there you go. Ready for action. All right, 2 bolts here. There's one here. Hold the bottom of the alternator on, and then one here. And there seems to be a hose in the middle of the way. So I hope you guys can see around that. Either way, so let's get these off of here. We'll start with this guy. All right, 16 millimeters. We're turning, we're really turning. Walking around in women's underwear. Well, I don't do that on the weekend, man. Just kidding. All right, hold on. All right, here's one. One's longer than the other, I remember. I've done this before. Not on this Jeep, but anyways, this is an 07. This is 3.8 liter V6. Can't speak today for some reason. So it's 07, I think, to 11, right, guys? And then they went to the Pentastar, the 3.6 liter engine. Actually, yeah, anyways, that's going to be the passenger side. And we'll hold on to that. I'll stick it over here. And let's get the driver's side out of here. What do you think? You notice that professional hand action right there? Yeah, a lot of practice. Don't try this at home, kids. You could hurt yourself. Anyways, she's coming out. We'll play there. And this could take all day. So, I don't have much room to get a little bit of a clockwise direction, a counterclockwise direction on this ratchet, so it's kind of hard to put a little finger behind it, kind of help it out a little bit. Hope you guys can see this. All right. There we go. I think this is it's got to be the longer one, right? Hey, how long is this thing, man? It's 5 inches long. It goes all the way to the frickin' firewall. No, just kidding. All right, so that's the long one. Look at the size of that thing. Jeez, you never get that on the album cover. All right, so that should be it, guys. Of course, I could be wrong. No, but get out of there, you bastard. All right. She's wedged in there pretty tight. Microphone, sorry about that. It straps to your shirt. Yeah, there's a little meat behind that mama. Anyways, there she is in all her glory. A fantastic piece of American ingenuity. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Anyways, so that's, hope you can see that with a camera angle. Doing the best I can with what I have today as far as equipment. So let's get that out. That's it for the alternator removal anyways. Anyways, we're back in the shop. We're going to compare these two alternators. It's going to be amazing. Oh, it's hot out there, man, guys. It is hot. Got the boonie hat on. Yeah, doing okay except for this big bald spot I have here. You guys didn't tell me about that, man. I don't know how it happens. Male pattern baldness, who knows. Anyways, so my neighbor comes over. He comes over all the time. He wants to know, what are you doing? What are you doing? So in my neighborhood, everyone has an Audi or a freaking Volvo. Guy next door has a Volvo with a gun rack in the back. Okay, new one, old one, new one. Out with the old, new and the new, or new in with the new, whatever. Anyway, so here's the new one. What's this, man? Externally regulated. Really? I would have never guessed that. And this one comes, I guess, with an, oh, there it is. Comes with its nut. So get your nut. Some of you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so here we go, side by side. This is the old Denso Good alternator. It lasted all the way till 2021 from 2017. And the way I abuse this thing, I'm surprised it's lasts that long. This one's made in Japan. This one, on the other hand, is made in Mexico. So if you had a choice, which one would you choose? Anyways, stop. Please call our ASE certified technicians. Sorry, I don't need to do that. Okay, anyways, call your technicians. It'll be on customer hold, customer service hold for at least 3 hours. Probably some guy in India. May I help you? Or you got a problem? Anyways, so there's the side-by-side comparison. So let's just take a look at this. We're gonna get ready to put it back in. No, that's not my car, believe it or not. And you think I'd be driving one of those? Anyways, I don't have that much money. Let's go in here. I had to kind of park it any way I could. So there's a new alternator. I'm gonna put this back in. Okay, it's rinse and repeat. All right, rinse and repeat. You saw how I took it out. Logic says just reverse what I did. So we'll get that one back in there. And for the sake of the length of the video, I'm not going to put it all back in and hook it all back up because I showed you how to do it. But we'll go ahead and get that going. And here's my other neighbor. Here I'm coming. So my other neighbor bought a Saab. Yeah, he bought a Saab. And I go, why'd you buy a Saab? And he goes, and that Swedish piece of shit. And he goes, well, it's a safe car. And I felt like saying, well, you got to learn how to drive the fucking thing first, dude. Anyways, enough about that. Continuing with the video about changing your alternator. I kind of spun off in a different direction. But, it's all part of the fun, man. It's my fucking channel, by the way. I can do what I want. Anyways, so, the Hawaii trip. And we had a good time, good flight. We didn't crash into the ocean. I didn't have to float around on a cushion that smelled like beer farts. Anyways, went there, and the parts of the trip that I can remember, you know what I'm talking about, it was a good time. Anyways, I got this great tattoo by a native Hawaiian guy. He's Samoan. What do you think, man? Is that freaking badass or what? Look at that. Sleeved all the way up. Comes around here. That's what I'm talking about, man. Some good ink. Anyways, hope you like that little skit about the trip to Hawaii. We had a good time. Great people. Love the locals. Good food, man. Great food. Love the place. If you ever go there, treat the people, respect the locals, and just don't act like a frickin' mainland asshole. That's all you got to do, man. You'll have a good time. Respect. Well, it's time to go. I wanted to say thanks for coming and joining me on this video excursion. I hope you guys had a good time. Hope that I could help you out. I know I'm kind of silly. And I know that you came for the entertainment value, didn't you? But anyways, hey, thanks for coming. This is Chris from Outbound Terrain. I'm going to wrap it up here. Now it's time to go. And I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you on the next video. Keep rock and rolling, man. Don't take shit from anybody. Remember, it's their shit. You take care of yourselves, man. See you on the next video.